All right, Robin, I don't know if we'll ever be invited to present awards at an awards ceremony for authors and book creators, but in the category of the most creative, most original, most fun, most unique book, we talk to a lot of authors. We see a lot of books on this show.
Yeah.
This one stands out. Jessica Siskin, you get the award for the best, most original, most creative book. Her book is based on her skill as a food artist. She is the creator of Mr. Crisp, which is a business that specializes in customizable crispy rice treats. You are going to want to get this book. All right, I put a photo of the cover of the book on the streaming video that we're doing right now. If you're listening to us on the internet, that's the cover of the book. And that photo on the cover of a rice cake that looks like a cheeseburger is an example of what's in the book. The book is called Treat Yourself: How to Make 93 Ridiculously Fun, No-Bake Crispy Rice Treats. Jessica Siskin, congratulations on getting the award from WOCA, The Source.
Thank you so much. I've never received a radio award before. This is a huge moment for me.
You got it. It's a statue of a microphone with a hamburger next to it or something.
Oh, I'd like to thank my agent. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, these are so fun.
Thanks.
And no bake, huh? I mean, I could do this. This looks like
no bake.
Oh wow! Look at that Coca-Cola bottle.
So no, you do not need an oven.
So
I use my oven for storage. So these are purely stovetop treats.
What was the first thing you ever made that is in this category? These are so fun. Oh my gosh! It's
actually the cover of the book. The cheeseburger is really the first treat that I consider to be a Mr. Crisp treat, and Mr. Crisp is the name of my business where I share these treats online on my Instagram account every day with customers, and that's what led to this book.
Oh my gosh.
So it's definitely the cheeseburger.
Where are you?
And that is still one of my very favorites. I'm located in New York City.
How do you protect your intellectual property rights? Can't people steal this idea really easy?
It's okay. They can steal it.
Oh no, it's not okay.
You know what? I hope that people get. No, I hope people make these at home. I hope people get this much joy out of making them. You know, I have a business on Instagram now, and I feel like at this point I'm fairly established, and I'm definitely a pioneer in the crispy art category. So I think that, obviously, this was my idea, and, I feel that it is so tied to me that I don't know that, somebody else would have as much passion for it as I do. So I do hope that people go home and make these treats themselves. I don't want anyone to, start competing with me on a business level.
Right.
I don't really know if that's going to happen.
Yeah.
And you are so creative. I mean, it takes a long time, and you even did Starry, Starry Night. My daughter-in-law is going to love that. She loves that painting.
I love that one too.
Do you know what I'm looking through?
That is absolutely one of my favorites.
I did not realize that the cheeseburger was so big. Is that you holding it in that one picture?
Yeah, that's me.
That's a big cheeseburger. I mean, a big rice burger, whatever you call it. It's huge.
It's like a cake.
It's a cake. Oh my god!
It's like a cake.
You know what's fun? I'm looking at some of them, like the apple. There's actually a core. I mean, you put a middle in the apple. It's not just all red all through and through.
It's true. There is an inside flesh to that apple.
I like the goldfish.
Really?
That's pretty much fun. That's a fun one for me.
That's a really
the goldfish.
fun one.
Yeah.
So the bagels and lox.
There's so many fun projects in the book.
Bagels and lox.
The bagels and lox, and those. Yeah, that has Airheads candy is the lox in that. So that's really fun.
That's what that is?
Airhead candy?
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was real lox. And what's the cream cheese?
It's icing.
Well, I found something interesting from your book. I knew about the liquid food coloring, but I never knew you could get the food coloring spray.
So that actually is I only really use that when I'm making metallic treats, but you can use food coloring spray. Yeah, it's available pretty widely.
Yeah, because you have that diamond ring in there, and it looks silver, and I've not known any kind of food coloring like that, and you've got the food coloring spray. That's pretty cool.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah,
it's really...
For the listeners, Robin and I are having fun looking at the pictures, and you're listening to a radio show. This is definitely a visual thing. You have to go... Where would they go? Is there a website they could see some of the samples?
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is mister_KRISP, or my website is mrcrisp.com, and that's where you can see all of my work.
MrCrisp.com. Look at this, a girl in a bikini, Rob. Mr.
Of course. And she has a treat in there of a lady, and she's waving, and I think that's pretty awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So do the ideas come to you all the time, and are they hard to pull off? Oh, look at the fun animation at the website. Oh my gosh!
It's a lot of fun.
Distracted.
So I'm inspired by pop culture. I'm inspired by my customers. I'm inspired by food. You'll see a lot of projects in the book are of other foods. So there's just inspiration everywhere if you're looking for it.
Does everybody you know give you an idea?
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of them give me the same ideas.
How long does this last? I mean, when you set out to make a wonderful piece of artwork like this, and somebody comes to get that, how long does that last before it goes like stale?
They last, I'd say, up to a week. You could also put them in the freezer for longer, but they won't last that long. You will eat them. No, you will eat them right away. But yeah, you can store them in the freezer if you want.
And how long does it take you to create something like that, like the Statue of Liberty?
Anywhere between 30 minutes and 2 hours. I'd say the Statue of Liberty took about 45 minutes.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, what a fascinating idea. I can't express to the audience the way to best appreciate what we're talking about is you got to look at some of these pictures. I went to mrcrisp.com, and let me click on the work. It says work.
Mr. Crisp with a K. K-R.
Oh, with a K?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with a K.
I'm looking at somebody else's website then. Okay. Mr.
That's where you found the
What's on
ladies,
their
right?
website? What's on the other mrcrisp.com?
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. With a C, it's this is your stuff. Here it is. Forget it. Well, I was talking about the animation on the other guy's site.
Oh.
Sorry.
This is pretty fascinating. You would go into this realm because you were a fashion designer, into fashion before you did this.
Yeah. 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 So it's definitely been really. Sorry.
How did you discover that you really would enjoy something like this better?
Totally by accident, because I don't know how to cook, and Rice Krispies treats are the only thing I know how to make.
Oh my gosh.
So I was invited to a potluck birthday dinner, and I didn't know how to make anything. So my friend suggested that I make a Rice Krispies treat surfboard, since my friend was a surfer, and Rice Krispies were the only thing I knew how to make. And so I Googled it, and when I realized you could add food coloring to the Rice Krispies treat mixture, I was struck by this sort of light bulb moment, and I knew that I had to make a Rice Krispie cheeseburger. So I did, and I brought it to work and fashion, and everyone freaked out, and I posted it on Instagram, and everyone loved it. So I just sort of kept experimenting for about a year, and then the Instagram account was born.
All right, go to Amazon.com and look at, there's other websites too, but go to Amazon. It's got 11 reviews, all 5 stars. It's a #1 new release. It was just released, right? When was it released?
Yeah, it was released a week ago. Happy birthday.
So it's brand new. It's a brand new book. You got to see this one. I am not lying. This definitely gets the award for the most creative, most original, most playful, most fun, probably the most practical.
I love winning things.
Yes, you got the prize. You got the prize. Oh my gosh, how much fun is this one? Okay. Well, we're up against the break, so we better stop. Jessica Siskin, thank you so much for being on the air with us today. That was fun.
Thank you so much for having me. This was awesome.
You're welcome. We will be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Paul Stevens. North Korea saying it's holding off for now on a plan to fire long-range missiles near the U.S. territory of Guam.
There doesn't appear to be any indication that, based on what we're hearing, that there will be any